What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, Eisendrache finally got a trailer for the map, and it looks absolutely incredible. It looks like Mob of the Dead, Origins, and Ascension, literally every single one of my favorite maps here within zombies, so I could not be more excited here for this. But basically, storyline-wise, Premise is going at it once again, dropped off in a cold research center with what Dempsey says the very fabric of the universe at risk. They're going to try and advance the German war machine with the emphasis heavily on that and the rockets. Now, we knew there would be loads of focus on this, but how much so? Well, firstly, my guess is, especially with this relating back to Ascension here, with some of the nostalgic feel, we may need to launch the rocket to initiate the pack-a-punch, but that's just speculation, although it would be very cool here. Though there is heavy emphasis in the video and in quotes about these rockets, we'll surely see this tie into the story somehow with this. But enough of that, let's talk breakdown. Let's see what we saw in this trailer here. First and foremost, teleporters are returning. There was one spotted here and only one in plain view, so perhaps we teleport down to the lower ridges of the mountain to get to the rockets, or perhaps these are actually, there's more of them around the map that we teleport throughout the map and the castle within it. That's something that we'll see in time, but teleporters definitely are returning. Next, the Panzer Soldat, everyone's favorite guy from Origins, is returning, determined to make our lives hell. I can say I'd be content without him in the map, but hey, I'm up for the extra challenge. After that, we see what is potentially an electricity trap. Our lightning conductor rods seem to be only a trap and not much more than this at this point in time, but again, we shall see here very shortly. Now, Gobble Gum is returning. Obviously, this wouldn't be Black Ops 3 without it, but also the entrance to the rocket and perhaps the pack-a-punch, if my hunch is right, is also shown in plain view. The Death Machine is returning, and this really intrigues me. We've seen the files, we've seen it leaked before here into multiplayer, air quotes on the leaked, but now we have it in our hands outside of campaign and nightmares mode. Probably just a power up here. It'll do some damage though, once again, a little throwback to Ascension. Next, we're gonna have giant pads that will act like those in Moon to jettison you up the mountain from the very bottom here. That is gonna be really interesting to see here as well. We've seen things like zip lines and other interesting ways to get across the map. Just like in Moon, we did have these pads where we could jump across in the biodome, but with this and teleporters, we have a bunch of different ways to get around the map, and very quickly it seems. The next thing that we have are going to be the crossbow, and we're also gonna talk about the gravity spikes here, though a little bit out of sequence. This is really interesting to see because they might potentially be little Easter eggs like the Annihilator was here, but they are definitely utilizing these specialists here that we see in multiplayer. Whether it is that direct crossover like we saw in the Giant or not, it's definitely very cool. But the interesting thing with the crossbow is that it also does look like it has an Apothicon symbol on it, which I'm assuming will play somewhat into the Easter egg here with this, because it is tying directly within to the story of the Apothicons and the Elders and all that kind of stuff, which is carrying over from Shadows of Evil. So definitely very interesting to see here with that, and then potentially if we could see more specialist stuff coming in further maps. But next, we're gonna have some Wonder Fizz footage, which perhaps maybe even a new perk is being drank here. That's something that we don't know exactly what this perk is, but it doesn't look like anything we've maybe seen here in Black Ops 3 just yet. And with a scene right after it, directly after this, of zombies seemingly being blown back in a blue flame of sorts, it might be a trap, but it is definitely something very interesting to think about nonetheless. Now, finally, we're gonna be talking about the dragon heads returning from Mob of the Dead. They were dogs in this, or wolves, whatever you wanna call them. They are returning from Mob of the Dead here, and the mechanics that play directly into this, which is really cool to see, and it's possibly going to, once again, be 3 to 4 of them that you get something special afterwards. In Mob of the Dead, we got the Hell's Retriever after doing this and feeding all of those, but with this, we don't know exactly just yet what it could be. Although what is interesting to note is that in an earlier frame of this trailer, it seems like you have to activate them, that they really start out as statues of the heads and then become active once initiated, and then they start to eat up the zombies. So they start out almost like a solidified stone statue and then turn into this zombie eating machine. So definitely very cool here, and I'm really intrigued to see what exactly this will give us, if anything at all. And really that goes for a lot of the other stuff in here. We have so much stuff that plays back into the nostalgia of different maps that we could get rewards from some of the stuff that we see, And I'm just really curious to see how this all plays out, and I'm really excited. 1 week away from today, PlayStation 4 users are going to be able to get this, and we're going to start seeing some content here. I'm going to be putting up a lot of stuff relating to Der Eisendrache and a lot of the multiplayer stuff, so stick around right here on the channel if you guys are interested in that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I want to do a quick little breakdown here for you guys, show you everything that you may have missed here, and that's really where we're going to conclude it. So let me just think down there in the comment section down below, how pumped are you to see and get your hands on Der Eisendrache? I am really pumped on my end. Hopefully you guys are too. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like the video, be sure to like, rating down below. And if you guys aren't new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers. Every little bit does help tremendously. So thank you guys once again. My name is MrFijiWiji. I will see you guys later. Take care and peace.